deputy of the court this week and is standing right over there.
Yes.
Well, you're here now. How come? Don't tell me. Mr. Fleming advised it. After he heard Eliza Graham's testimony.
I come to tell the truth.
Very good idea. Something of a novelty here this week. Mrs. Fleming, how'd you get that bruise on your face?
Objection, Your Honor.
On what possible ground?
That information is hardly relevant to Mrs. Fleming's testimony.
Oh, it's very relevant to members of the jury. Because a good cough can make you say just about whatever somebody wants you to. Can't it? Who hit you, Mrs. Fleming?
Nobody. Nobody.
I'm going to excuse this witness right now. You go on home, ma'am. And Mr. Fleming, I'd like to see you in the clerk's office.
They didn't believe her. Nobody in the jury did.
And they did believe Sister Eliza.
I'd say this jury considers Eliza Graham's testimony holy writ.
So there's actually a chance.
A very good chance. Hell, I may run for governor now.
You've done a remarkable thing, Mr. Lambourne.
I certainly have. I'm going to win this case.
Yes. That's the trouble.
What are you talking about?
I've come to believe that it would be better if you didn't win it.
No, I'm not hearing this. What are you saying? You want to see your prophet's murderers walk away?
You know that's the last thing I want.
Well, then. Oh, no. Don't tell me Brigham Young has finally heard the voice of God. Oh, damn it! I'm supposed to win this case. I told you what this means to me.
Mr. Lambourne.
What about Eliza?
Mr. Lambourne.
Oh, it's too late anyway. All that's left is closing arguments. Judas Priest, everybody's after me to lose this case. At least Orville offered me money.
All I can tell you is what I believe and why I believe it. What you do after that is entirely up to you. Will you hear me out?
In summation, members of the jury, I confess myself surprised but gratified that the light of truth has burst upon Mr. Lambourne here at the end of the trial. He has repudiated all his perjured witnesses. You are now free to return these good and honest men to their rightful place as leaders in your community. I know you will do your duty for Almighty God. The defense rests.
Eliza, hold on.
I have to get these meals up to the temple.
Just give me a minute. I got to explain it to you.
It doesn't matter. I knew it was a lost cause. I told you that at the beginning.
You told the truth. Hell, I know that.
I guess that's why you figured you had to lump me in with all those liars.
Eliza, listen to me.
How much money did you get for it?
The jury will now withdraw to consider its verdict.
Wait.
Yes, Mr. Lambourne, you've already given your closing argument.
Prosecution gets one final say before the jury retires. Ain't that the procedure?
Do you have something to say?
Yes, I do.
Things is good again now, right, Mr. Fleming? I know you won't do nothing like that again. It's all in the past, I know that, so there ain't no need to mention it, and I ain't going to. brought you some river fish here, cooked like you like. We'll be getting plenty of boarders now, is the good news, won't we? Well, you just come on out when you're ready. Mr. Fleming, you know I love you, don't you?
He told the jury my testimony might be unreliable.
Forgive him, Sister Eliza.
He made me out a liar. And those men are guilty. I know they are.
What do you think will happen if the jury comes to that conclusion?
What do you mean?
You were in that courtroom. What was it like?
Like being in the midst of a mob.
We know that look. Our enemies howling for our blood. That's not all. There must be 100 right here in Nauvoo, just waiting for a chance to take vengeance.
Not vengeance, justice.
Well, justice is a long road. It goes right through the grave and beyond, and I'm not the toll keeper on that road, are you? Now I'm not Joseph. I'm just plain Brigham. But maybe the Lord can speak to Brigham too, if he talks slow enough. I believe these murderers have to go unpunished.
Why?
So our people can get out of here alive, without the blood of our enemies on our hands. So none of us has to look back on what we did here with shame.
Did you tell Josiah to renounce my testimony?
No. I just told him what I told you. What he did was entirely his decision.
But those men are murderers. I can't just forget that.
Sister Eliza, maybe some things we just have to let go of so we can go on.
But how can we bear it?
We can't. I loved Joseph and Hyrum. I loved them. I believe Mr. Lamborn has honored their memories. Come west with us, Sister Eliza, will you?
Mr. Browning, are your clients prepared to abide the judgment of this court?
After the trial, Judge Richard M. Young sought the Democratic nomination for governor. He lost.
They are, Your Honor.
Orville Browning had a spectacular career, becoming a founder of the Republican Party and Secretary of the Interior under President Andrew Johnson.
We're ready and confident, Your Honor.
Thomas Sharp was elected mayor of Warsaw 3 times in succession, and then to a 4-year term as judge of Hancock County.
The jury finds the defendants not guilty as charged in the indictment.
The Almighty hath delivered me the victory.
September 10th, 1845, Hancock County night riders burned down a Mormon village.
By the end of October, 100 Mormon homes have been put to the torch.
November 19th, 2,500 wagons are ready to leave Nauvoo.
You did a good thing.
I know it. And I'm sorry. It won't happen again. So what are you going to do now?
Well, I can't stay here anymore.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
I lost my kin.
I'm sorry.
What about you?
Me?
What are you gonna do? You could come west with us.
I ain't a Mormon.
No, and I don't recommend you join up. You wouldn't like it a bit.
Got